So CES 2025 was absolutely insane. We saw robots, AI, zero-gravity workstations, workout gear, sick cars, amazing displays, cool gaming gear, and a ton more. So let's take a look at our favorite things. Now, one of the first things that caught my eye was this crazy-looking holographic display from HyperVSN. Basically, it's a 4-ray LED-based display that rotates faster than the eye can see. And what's left is a surreal 3D hologram floating in mid-air. It looks interesting in video, but even more amazing in real life because the spinning components are virtually invisible when off, and it's shocking to see the image appear out of nowhere. The installations came in all different sizes and were super cool. Now, power solutions were a big focus this year, and BLUETTI showcased an entire ecosystem of products ranging from portable solutions to power on the go, like the hands-free 1 and 2 backpack stations, to their swap solar system that features a portable fridge and a power station which use interchangeable battery for extreme flexibility and convenience when you're camping or tailgating. And I love the dedicated ice maker on this fridge, where all you have to do is just pour water in and then you have ice without having to mess around with trays or anything like that. They also showed the new Apex 300, which was super cool because unlike their portable power stations, which are excellent and have their use if you, again, just need portable power or if you're on the go, the Apex 300 is an expandable portable system that can also power your home during outages. It can be used with an RV or for your off-grid lifestyle. Now, this whole system is hot swappable and plug and play, so you can remove the Apex 300 or the battery pack for outdoor use without shutting down the system. And it delivers 120 and 240, so you can use things like dryers, central air, EV chargers, and kitchen appliances without it impacting other devices like refrigerators or ovens. And then if you want a dedicated smart home energy solution, there was a new Energy Pro 6K, which you could integrate with your existing home solar system. You can connect up to 5 units in parallel, and then you can pair the AT1 smart distribution box, which you can think of as the brains behind this whole operation. So now you have uninterrupted power for your house that is both long-lasting and safe to use. LivTab had a cool standing desk called the Cyber One, which was a sit-stand desk with some awesome features like dual pop-up hi-fi speakers, a wireless charger, an embedded smart coaster that can keep your hot drinks at up to 140 degrees or your cold drinks as low as 33.8 degrees. There were tons of charging ports and everything was controlled with a really nice control panel. Now, robots, from human-looking interactive ones to an expert barista that made me a beautiful and tasty cappuccino, there is no doubt that automation is coming. And one of the most impressive systems that I saw was from a company called Yarbo. Basically, they created this fully autonomous modular yard robot that's designed to work year-round. So you start out with the core unit, which is built like a tank. It's much bigger and more substantial than anything else that we saw in this category. You can use it to tow up to 3,500 pounds and to monitor and secure your property with alerts 24/7. But then there are modules that you can use year-round. You can use a lawnmower module to keep your lawn nicely trimmed. I really like that you don't have to wait until you fit into your landscaping company's schedule. You can just mow your lawn anytime you want. The blower module can be used to blow leaves off your property, and you can use it to do things like consolidate your leaves into one spot in your backyard or directly onto the tree lawn from your front yard. And then there is a snowblower module, which is designed for autonomous snow clearing. You can map your property using the app and a controller. You can design it to clear the sidewalk. There is full control over where the snow is being cleared to. And the entire Yarbo system is designed to work 24/7 with wireless auto charging, so you're not having to manually charge and change the battery. And if you're looking for even more accessories, they have a plow blade, a granular spreader, and a liquid sprayer, and even more options coming in 2025, which I'm super excited for. And speaking of the outdoors, how about a robot for your pool? So Dreame introduced the Z1 Pro, which was a pretty insane pool cleaner. First of all, you just put it in the pool and it automatically recognizes different pool shapes. It zones the whole thing, including steps or tanning ledges, and it selects the optimal cleaning strategy. It's able to clean the bottom, the sides, and the water line, while smart obstacle avoidance features mean that it won't get stuck and can navigate around pool drains and water injectors. It was super cool to see how I was able to use the dual pump motors to adhere to the pool wall and move horizontally while it's cleaning the waterline. Now, something I didn't think about is what happens when your pool is clean and the robot is at the bottom of the pool, which means that you can't communicate with it using Wi-Fi. That's where you use the new remote, which utilizes Li-Fi or light waves to communicate with the Z1 Pro while it's underwater. And the Z1 Pro works with fresh and saltwater pools, above and in-ground pools, and then concrete, fiberglass, mosaic tiles, or vinyl surfaces. Now, as usual, there were lots of impressive displays this year at CES, and almost every brand decided that bigger was better. Giant micro LED and QD mini LED TVs from TCL, Hisense showcased their lineup of monster displays, and just like with last year, LG was showing off their QLED T display, which is a transparent screen with some interesting possibilities. And we even saw this insane outdoor TV that was constantly being splashed with water for 3 days without seemingly having any effect on it. But one thing that I kept seeing over and over is art. And essentially every brand was showing TVs being incorporated into rooms as pieces of art and helping transform spaces to reflect your style and match your decor. But I have to say that Samsung had one of the coolest installations that combined the frame TV with projectors to create a really unique experience. I also stopped by the Ugreen booth because I use a lot of their chargers and power banks, and it was cool to see that they added AI to their NAS sync system with what they called the world's first AI NAS integrated with LLM, or large language model. So what does that mean? Basically, it's network attached storage similar to the DX4000 Plus that I already have, but beyond being a backup solution, being able to store millions of photos and offering accessibility for multiple devices, it now leverages AI to do a lot more. For example, it can function like an AI assistant and answer questions for you. It can analyze a recording of a meeting and quickly summarize it with bulleted notes. It can simplify file search with smart tags. It automatically detects things like text, objects, animals, and faces and images, and makes it easier to categorize and organize your photos. You can use full sentences to search for images, and you can even teach it to recognize new objects. AMP was another device that I was interested in. I had already seen it online, but I was curious about how the resistance felt. So essentially, it's a unique looking wall-mounted strength training device that offers full body workouts. I absolutely love the single dial design. It's super elegant, and you can quickly and easily adjust weights, so you're not using pins and you don't need a full set of dumbbells. The resistance itself felt super real and smooth. I was also very impressed with the different modes. So there's a fixed mode where the weight is consistent throughout the movement. Band adds resistance as you move farther away from the starting point, and then eccentric mode, which adds resistance to the negative portion of the movement, and you can just press a button to alternate between the modes. There's also an app that automatically tracks your progress, and you can easily do things like drop sets and can even gamify a workout for some extra motivation. From what I saw, the AMP is really well made and the adjustments were smooth and easy to perform. I then swung by the ESR booth, which ended up saving the show for me. See, I left my power bank in the lobby for a minute and someone else must have really liked it, so I was gonna be stuck at the show for 3 days without one. But my friends at ESR let me borrow one of their Qi 2 Mag Slim power banks, which I ended up using every day, and the 10,000 milliampere hour version was able to keep my iPhone 16 Pro going all day, even with shooting hours of footage. ESR also showcased their latest iPhone, iPad, and AirPod cases, plus some of my favorite chargers with Cryo Boost, which keep your phone cool while it's charging wirelessly. There's also a new iPhone 16 case, which protects your camera control button while still retaining the smooth feel and function. And then I got to see the new Halo Lock Mag Mouse, which is a compact mouse with a magnetic attachment that keeps it secure to whatever device you end up using it with. The Mag Mouse had a nice ergonomic design, plenty of buttons, and a built-in USB-C cable for charging, which is a great touch. And thank you again to ESR for letting me borrow that power bank until the end of the show. I'm super grateful. The Neos 2 from Sukas is a 2-in-1 toothbrush and water flosser. It's portable, has up to 30-day battery life per charge, and comes with a wireless charger that won't get all gross. Now, Sony had an absolutely monster booth. There was a super cool LEGO Horizon Adventures display. They also demonstrated different game development elements, from character design to capture movement in both characters and objects, to sound and landscape design. Zin allows creators to capture 3D objects with a mirrorless camera or even a phone. Mokopi is a super fun 3D motion capture device that I had a chance to try at home, but now you can combine 2 sets, so you're getting 12 sensors for even more accurate movement. Now, the Pixel Akira platform is an insane tool for all of those cool vehicle shots that you see in movies. The platform allows the car to rotate, move up and down, and the wheels are controlled independently for realistic suspension. There's even a driving simulator, so you can use real stunt drivers instead of having to program everything on a computer, and the drivers can quickly and easily reset and then just repeat the shot. RAZER had a pretty sick gaming room display that showcased their CHROMA RGB system, but in a 3D environment instead of the typical 2D. Now, the new system can tap into hooks that developers offer and then in real time trigger 3D lighting effects. It really felt like the whole room was responding to what was happening. On top of that, RAZER Sensa HD haptics add multi-directional tactile feedback that matches what's happening in the game, so again, you can really feel the game. AMD showcased the new Ryzen AI Max Plus 395, which is an unbelievably powerful APU, so GPU and CPU on the same die. And the configuration that we saw was able to do something like use an Unreal Engine character in the Meta Llama 3 so that you can ask the avatar a question and then it can answer it and then in real time animate the character. And everything was done locally on this tiny PC, which is absolutely nuts. GOVEE showed their new mini LED panels, which can be snapped together to make different patterns, and you can connect up to 70 of these little cube lights to a single power adapter. If you're into gaming, the gaming pixel light is super fun. You can display GIFs and even have it respond to what's happening in game. And I love these gaming light bars that give off a cyberpunk feel. The Zeopod was another awesome find. It didn't just look cool, it actually provided an incredible escape from the hectic environment at CES. Just imagine taking a seat in the pod and then immediately being immersed into a game or a movie in a way that you've never experienced before. The pod has a 15-channel, 20-speaker sound system that absolutely engulfs you with sound. But you don't just hear the booming bass, the crisp dialogue, and the subtle ambient noise, you actually feel it. The pod uses a haptic audio analysis system to convert sound waves into tactile pulses, which absolutely transforms your experience whether you're gaming or watching a movie. And I'm not gonna lie, this thing just looks sick. Now, most people probably don't think of agriculture when you bring up high tech, but John Deere fully embraced autonomous machines, and I had a smile on my face the entire time I was in their booth. The 9RX tractor is an absolute beast designed for large-scale agriculture, and this thing had so much tech in it. The second-gen autonomy kit has 16 cameras that provide 360-degree view of the field, and the farmers can just step away while the 9RX does the work, and everything is tracked in-app for optimal yield management. The 460 PT, or autonomous articulating dump truck, is designed for quarry operations, and it's able to smartly handle many of the repetitive tasks of transporting materials around the core. It was also super impressive to see all the built-in safety features that help it navigate complex working environments with so many unknowns. I also got to see the 5ML orchard tractor, which uses LiDAR in addition to the autonomy kit so that it's able to spray while navigating orchards with dense canopies. And then finally, there was this autonomous electric mower for commercial landscaping, which uses the same camera technology as the larger machines and allows commercial landscapers to focus on things like trimming and edging while the mower is hard at work. Garmin also had a couple of cool devices. The new Instinct 3 is a rugged smartwatch that is now available with an AMOLED display that lasts up to 24 days on a single charge, or there's a solar version with an LCD display that gets unlimited battery life. I love the look of the Instinct 3, the durability, and then of course, it's platform independent, so it doesn't matter if you're using Android or iOS. And if you haven't seen the Phoenix 8, you absolutely have to check it out. It's a large, premium, multi-sport smartwatch that just looks awesome. Now, the MUDRA band was a product that just looked like magic. Basically, you put on this band which uses sensors to analyze neural patterns and offer gesture control. I know, it sounds insane. So with this wizardry, the band could detect my arm and finger movements. It knew which fingers I was moving, when I was tapping, how hard I was pressing, and it allowed me to play games and interact with apps without a mouse. There was even a band that fit an Apple Watch, so you don't need to wear another device, and the band comes with a dual charger. I've got links in the description in case you want more information about any of the things that I saw. You know what I always say, buy it nice or buy it twice. Good luck and see you soon.